If you are looking for cages for your mirrorless cameras, then you might want to check out the Falcom cages. But before we continue, if you're new to the channel, hi, my name is Nico. I create videos about camera gear, audio equipment, and desk setups. I am not a professional photographer or videographer. I used to edit at a podcast company professionally, but all the opinions here on this channel is from a perspective of an everyday tech dad. And if you are into those types of videos, then do highly consider subscribing to the channel. Now, back to this cage. Now, just a disclaimer, this cage was sent by Falcom to me for me to try out since I just got the ZV-E1 this year, and this is a new product from Falcom. But no, this is not a sponsored video. No money changed hands. I am not obligated to say anything favorable about this cage. With that being out of the way, let's start talking about this. When I got the ZV-E1 last May, I was so excited to use this for everything that I create online. But there was one problem that I encountered: shooting with the camera vertically. Now, cameras have this quarter 20-inch thread screw at the bottom of the bodies. That's why it's so easy to put on whatever type of mount in the bottom of the camera and put it on a tripod and shoot horizontal videos. Now, without any external or third-party equipment, that's practically impossible to do when you want to shoot vertically, except probably if you have the FX3 or FX30. So when this was new and I had to shoot vertical video content for all my social media platforms, I still used my Sony A7IV. So when Falcom said that they were going to send out this cage for the ZV-E1, I was so excited. And if this is the first time you're hearing about the Falcom cages, well, this is not just the cage, this is like a whole ecosystem of products. And that's what I love about the ZV-E1 cage that I have here. If you look at the bottom of the cage, you have three different types of mounts. You've got the F38, the F50, and the F22. Now, just to briefly describe what those are, the F50 is Falcom's mount that is more like the video type tripod mounts. You know, those big long plates. So if you have the Falcom tripods that use the F50 plate, then this cage will go on that. Now, the F38 is more like Falcom's version of the Arca Swiss plate. So these are, you know, square-like base plates wherein you can put a F38 top plate into it. Now, what's good about the F38 is that it has its own locking mechanism to keep your cameras safe when mounted. And Falcom did not stop at producing just base plates for the F38 system. They have plates for camera straps and even gimbals. So if you are invested in the F38 ecosystem, then you could actually mount this cage in a lot of different types of mounting options in your gear. Now, the F22 is probably the most diverse in Falcom's ecosystem in terms of types of products, because the F22 includes side handles, top handles, magic arms, and even small types of mounts for smaller cameras. Now, these types of mounts don't end here at the base of the plate. You've got F22 mounts here on the side, F22 mounts also on the top of the cage, and you've got an F22 and an F38 mounting system here on the side of the plate. And this is something that I really love about this Falcom cage. As I've told you, the F38 is like Falcom's version of Arca Swiss. But the F38 mounts here on the cage, or if you just get the top plate of the F38, is actually compatible with Arca Swiss base mounts. Now, one of the worries I had when I got the cage is that I only got the cage, no accessories. So I said, again, how am I going to mount this for vertical videos? And when I realized that the F38 is Arca Swiss compatible, then I just used the F38 mount on the cage and mounted it on an Arca Swiss plate that I already have here in my studio. That is awesome. And another thing I like about this cage for my ZV-E1 is that it's not that bulky. One of the reasons why I switched to ZV-E1 is to minimize the equipment that I bring. So I was thinking, if I'm going to add a cage, this might add bulk to my setup. But as you can see, it is very minimal looking. And with this, I am so excited to add more accessories to my Falcom cage to be able to utilize, the amazing features of this Falcom cage for my ZV-E1. So what about you? Do you think this Falcom cage and its ecosystem is one of the best cage systems in the market today? Tell me what you think in the comment section. And if you're interested in getting this Falcom cage for your ZV-E1, this retails for $99.99 US, and I will put a link in the description for you to check it out. And as I've mentioned, I've switched from the Sony A7S III to the ZV-E1 as my main camera for travel content creation. If you want to know the reasons why I did that, then you can check it out here.